everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. Now, why did I get into Marvin Gaye this morning? Because Marvin had just, listen, the music just dropped this morning, okay? I was preparing to come down here to start trouble. And I was like, you know what? It hit different this morning. I was like, this hit different this morning. Good morning, Corey Joe. How are you, my brother? It's good to see you. I was like, this hit different this morning. You know, ain't nobody. Listen, when you hear this beat drop, when you hear this beat drop, you already know some trouble about to happen. When you hear this. Oh shit, wait a minute. Oh shit, wait a minute. Hold on. Nobody can tell me when you hear this, you could be somewhere sitting down, relaxing. You have a whole conversation going on. Okay? A whole conversation will be going on. You will be with family and friends. Good morning, King Ball. Good morning, Dr. Steele. You will be with family and friends. You talking. Everything is going well. And then this beat drop right here. Auntie, grandma, sister, brother, okay? The babies that was born in the 70s and 80s and shit. When this music drops, you say, wait a minute. Ain't nothing like Marvin Gaye. Okay? I know y'all be trying to duplicate him, but you can't, because once you hear this, you know all hell about to break loose at your auntie's house, at grandma's house, at cousin house, at rich auntie house in the backyard. You know all hell about to break loose when you hear this beat. Oh shit, wait a minute. Oh. May Marvin Gaye's soul rest in peace. Oh my God, Lord. Woo. Anyway, now let's get to the foolery. Okay? Let's get to the foolery. I didn't know if I was going to do a show today because, you know, I told y'all we're preparing to leave. I didn't know I was going to do a show today. Okay? I ain't know. I was like, nah, I ain't going to, you know. But yeah, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do a show. I'm going to come up here and aggravate y'all. Okay? Tomorrow I probably won't. But, and I'll see y'all when I come back. Okay? Okay, so the title of this foolery is Current Events of Black Fatigue, A.K.A Ghetto Fatigue. Okay, current events of Black Fatigue, A.K.A Ghetto Fatigue. Now, if you don't know who I am, okay, if you don't know who I am, okay, my show is called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen, okay? That's just my, listen, that's my handle, okay? That's my handle. It's not my government, but that's my handle, okay? We're going to get into some foolery today, okay? I see Corey Joe in the house. How you doing? How you doing, Corey Joe? King Ball, one of my original kings that watched me when nobody else was watching me. How you doing, baby? It's good to see you. Dr. Steele, how are you? 18, Green Beans, my troublemaker. Renee, what's up, y'all? Singleton, how you doing? Okay, let's get into the foolery. There has been a lot of foolishness on the ghetto news with Remy Ma, okay, Papoose. We also got Megan Stallion. That whole thing is blown out of the water. Megan Stallion, okay? You got Diddy up there too. It's a lot of foolery. It's a lot of foolery. and we got the rest of the everybody else in the community that's doing bullshit. We got all that going on right there. I had clipped a video yesterday and I posted it and I was saying that, the black community, we're tired of the two front rows of our community because, everybody in here think we the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing dumb shit, so they all think we all do dumb shit. And so I said the melanated community is tired of the two front rows of our community. So I got a lot of pushback, like, nah, sis, it's the powers that be. I'm tired of y'all using the powers that be. If there's not a white man standing outside your door saying that you can't do something, I don't want to hear the powers that be no more. I'm tired. So we're going to discuss some foolery. Okay, we're going to discuss a lot of stuff about Megan as well, and everybody else that's in here. And then we're going to put, some regular content creators that's in this foolery too. Okay. And some famous content creators as well. Okay. Now, the first person in this foolery, this young woman said MJ was a whole hood ninja. Okay. MJ, Michael Jackson, was a whole hood ninja. Now, for some of y'all who don't know what the Jacksons was really like, for some of y'all who believed in a lot of those movies that they put out about the Jacksons, you got to understand that black people have two sides. And for some of y'all who don't understand, okay, y'all get this confused. For some of y'all who don't understand that black people have two sides, see, I can't show you the hood in me, but I can show you the delightful, sweet, take heed, because, it's business. But if you get me nasty, okay, if you get me nasty, you'll get the other one that grew up in the projects, okay? So the thing is that we all have, okay, we all have two sides, okay? And when they exposed that he had whooped Tupac, I was like, oh yeah. And I'm gonna share something with you. When I heard it before, I was like, what the hell? So this is the thing between, I always tell y'all this, okay? There's a difference between a wannabe gangster and a gangster. There's a difference. The real gangster is always the one that's like this. That's the real one that could whoop your ass. They always like this. The one that can't do nothing, they're the ones screaming like this. Okay? They're the ones screaming all the time. Okay? Now, I shared a video with y'all yesterday when a brother told another brother he was whooping on some woman, okay? And the woman belonged to the brother that walked up, right? Okay, arguing with her, screaming at her, whatever, okay? And he walked, so his dumb self walk over to his car and grab a piece, be still, okay? And the husband or whoever this man was to this woman, he pushed the woman back and he already had his piece, be still, and he lit this boy up. Because you started trouble, you screaming and going crazy, not knowing that the brother who was quiet and silent already had a piece, be still, and he did that bow, bow, bow. The real gangsters are the ones that's like this. You got to watch people that's like this. That's nasty. You got to watch people who are like this. Those be the real problems. See, the ones who jump out and say they'll do this, they'll do that, especially these people on social media. I'll do this and I'll do that and this and that. And that. Those are the wanksters. Okay. It's the ones who move in silence. Like if I'm going to do something to you, you'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. I never let it be known that I'm going to do something. I've always been like that. I never let you know. I smile at you. You know what I'm saying? Act like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know. You'll never know. Because this is the thing. This is what y'all do. That's how you can tell the wanksters from the real ones. Okay? That's how you can tell. Now, anyway, this is what this young woman said. I want y'all to hear this. This was funny. Okay? Okay? This was so funny. Here we go.
Finding out Michael Jackson is a whole hood is throwing me. Because what y'all thought was going on? That man from Gary, Indiana. He is the son of Catherine and Joe Jackson. Everybody know when your name Catherine, you become Aunt Cat. Aunt Cat and Uncle Joe had Michael, Tito, Randy, LaToya. Come on now. What you thought? I know we let y'all borrow Mike for a little bit. That man belonged to us. Okay.
That's nasty.
His last name Jackson.
That's right.
Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Well, when I went to his concert, he was so soft-spoken. For you and for me and for the entire universe. That's that man work voice. That man was at work, baby. He was at work. None of us are ourselves.
We're not. We're not.
Come on now.
None of us.
Don't piss me off, okay? Y'all finding out.
So I laughed when I heard this because it's funny when y'all younger people try to, y'all try to be like, oh, well, y'all generation, y'all was weak. Y'all was so weak. A lot of things happen. A lot of things happen that y'all don't know about either. Because we don't come to social media screaming about what we have done. We'll tell you we had a hard life, but we don't scream about what we have done. Okay? I'm just saying. We don't do that. Y'all young generation come tell somebody what you gonna do, this and that. By the time you get to the place where you trying to do it, they already got security. Everybody is there waiting for you. The popo is there. This is the uncomfortable truth that y'all do. You run your mouth. And this is why the popo always looking on social media. Shout out to the popo. Yes. And shout out to all the YNs who think they smart. Yes. Okay, now let's get to the next foolery. Okay. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. Okay. Now, this is a little bit uncomfortable. This is Mississippi. Okay. Okay. Mississippi. All right. This brother name is, okay. Now he done put Mississippi. I don't listen. He done mixed this up. I don't even know. Anyway, shout out to this brother. I want y'all to hear this brother content. He is so funny. Now this a little hard though. This a little hard. Get ready for it. Okay. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. Trigger warning, everybody. This may offend you a little bit. Okay. Here's the next foolery of the day.
You think them Catholic priests doing, nigga? Why the fuck you think they owe billions of dollars, nigga? The Catholic priests done did way more than Diddy and A.K.A. But ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody stop going to Catholic church. Y'all motherfuckers still get down on your knees. Everybody still just got through. Oh, look at the Pope. Oh, we just got a new Pope. What the Pope's been doing for the longest? What the Pope's been doing? And we got a new A.K.A. Oh, we got a new Diddy. Ignorant motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. I've been around here looking like sucker, big and a white man down on your knees. And every chance you get, Mr. White Man, will you please? Mr. White Man, Mr. Arab man, will you please? Will you please? Mr. Arab man, Mr. White Man, will you get your goddamn ass up off that motherfucking ground? Get up off that goddamn ground, begging that goddamn white man marching and doing all that old shit. Looking like you ain't got no goddamn spine. You ain't never seen no goddamn German march. Ever seen them motherfuckers over in Africa and shit, marching and shit? Man, they treat us like shit, they talk us like shit, cause we motherfucking act like shit. Dressed up in a motherfucking dress and all these suits and shit with a goddamn perm. Get the fuck out of here and don't ask me to get in no shit like that. Outraged by men. I know I'm a goddamn man. I got a goddamn spine. You motherfucker ask and beg motherfucker for too much. That Kanye West shit. Sitting around with a motherfucker feeding them ribs and shit. Will y'all please give me this? Will you please give me that? Look how Adidas did me. Look how Nike did me. Then you find out he a dick sucker. So it's obvious he gonna be around this motherfucker on his knees sucking dick. Niggas, is you on your knees sucking dick? What the fuck you think them Catholic priests doing?
So no comment, because this, listen, ghetto fatigue activity today. No comment. We just gonna scroll past, okay? Just put it in the back of your mind. We just gonna scroll past and let's get to the next one, okay? Now, let's get to Remy and Papoose, okay? Okay, Remy and Papoose. This is the next ghetto activity of the month, okay? This is month end, the next ghetto activity of the month, okay? Ghetto fatigue, yes. Thank you, Renee. Oh my God, let's get to the next one. Here we go.
For Remy, your man did that for you.
Right. So where I don't respect Remy is, I think she's getting a pass because she's a woman.
What did you get locked up for?
Robbery.
Armed robbery. What was your sentence?
I got 15, but I did half, and then I went to a halfway house. When that judge said those numbers, because I was still hopeful, you know what I mean? I said, oh my God, he ain't gonna stay, because I don't know if I would have had it in me to stay. So I thought automatically he ain't gonna stay. He said, boo, I got you. I said, well, guess what? How about this? You be a bachelor, protect yourself, and don't mess with the same woman. And if he kept writing me and visiting, I was appreciative, and I never missed a visit. Or my money was on them books, but I got my visits every single week.
All right, let me stop you there. So basically, your man was kind of like Papoose in the same instance. What Pap did for Remy, your man did that for you.
Right. So where I don't respect Remy is, I think she's getting a pass because she's a woman. If Papoose was the one that was locked up and got out and cheated after Remy stood by him, he would be the worst dirty stinking dog in the world. She's the cheater. She cheated on the street. She cheated. Point blank, period. There is no proof for her mouth saying he cheated. So I'm not taking nothing she said. No woman came out and said it, no nothing. She said it. So I don't care. We know you did it. And you did it during the marriage. She's dead wrong the way she's carrying on and the things that she's saying about him. And I agree. He should go to court, because had it been a woman, she'd be trying to hit a ninja in his pocket. It's only right that he get his money so he won't be that broke ninja that you keep calling him.
What Pap did for...
That's nasty. Shout out to M. Rack. Thank you, Green Beans. I appreciate you. My dear, I see you, Dexter Steen. Is that your name? I don't even know if that's your name. Okay. But yes, you said go back to Africa. Baby, listen. I'm not mad that you said that. I'm not mad, okay? Now let's get back to the foolery. The woman who was on, and am I saying his name right? M. Rack. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Please forgive me, okay? So this brother had amazing content where you heard a woman say, I did my time in prison, okay? And I told my man, do however you feel, okay? But I need you to make sure you take care of me while I'm here. I'm not going to be like, yeah, you can't do nothing. I respect the woman for saying that. I respect her for saying that. Because, most women can't say that. I respect her for saying that. Most men can't say that either, okay? So I respect men who say that too, okay? But check this out. Everybody running around here saying Papoose did it, right? First, before Remy. Even Remy got a little hot beat that said Papoose did her wrong before she did it, right? I want to share something with you. What woman do you know in this day and time that'll screw somebody's husband and be quiet about it? Tell me. Which woman do you know Okay? Which woman do you know that's going to cheat, be Papoose side chick, and not tell nobody? Not in this time. Now, if you talking about the 50s and the 60s, then yeah, I got you. I got you. There's a lot of women who were side chicks back then, and they had multiple children, somebody husband and somebody man they was messing with, and ain't nobody tell. Even though the children may not look like the father, ain't nobody tell that secret. Okay? These kids, these people who were born in the 50s and 60s, it took them years to find out that their father wasn't really their daddy. Okay? After mama done passed away. Okay? After daddy done passed away. Then the truth start coming out. But you telling me in this day and time right now, hey Shay, what's up, baby? You telling me in this day and time right now that somebody was screwing Papoose. Somebody was screwing Papoose and they didn't tell nobody? Use a damn lie. Use a damn lie. They ain't tell a girlfriend. They ain't tell nobody. I am not Latoya. Thank you though. I'm not Haitian. I'm not. But thank you though. I'm African American, baby. Okay. So now this is the uncomfortable truth. Y'all want to give this woman a lead way of doing foolery. You hear me? You want to give her a lead way to doing foolery to Pat. Y'all want to give her that, sign on a dotted line type foolery. And that's why she doing what she doing. Because ain't nobody pushing back and saying that shit don't sound right. Like when she get in here and talk about, I've been paying for the house and everything they had while I was in prison. Where they do that at? Nobody even putting two and two together that she was not even famous like that before she went to prison. Not you being famous talking about you getting royalties and you pew your best friend for $3,000. There's no way. There's no way. If you was making nasty money like that, why would you go pew your friend for $3,000? There's no way. That doesn't sound right. That sound crazy. So there's no way you could get me to believe that, her royalties, even if she did get royalties, let's say she did. Okay. You telling me the royalties took care of the rent, it took care of the lights, the gas, the food, okay? It took care of the children's clothes and all that stuff like that. You telling me that? You telling me that your royalties took care of all that? Somebody lying. Some of y'all was in her chat talking about, that's right, sis. I know you had to take care of everything. You're lying. You're lying. Hey, Time, how are you? You're lying. Okay? You are lying. You was not that famous like that. You know what happened? After you pew your friend, right? You went to do that bid. Okay? Went to do that bid. And then that's when you started getting all these deals. This is where that $4 million come from right now. Because that's how much you worth. This is where that $4 million come from right now. All these deals that you had after you got out of prison. It wasn't before. So when we get in here, we dog walk Papoose, right? Because this is what we do. We dog walk Papoose. Oh, nah, he's a useless ninja, this and that. He ain't never had nothing. He ain't never had this. He ain't never had that. I'm going to share something with you. Papoose may not make the money that she make, but Papoose know people better than she do in the industry. He know how to move better than she does. This woman is spiraling out of control. She going and spreading her legs for everybody. Okay? Call herself trying to recoup the time of her being in prison. Nobody will tell me she wasn't spreading that cat from east to west while she was up there in that prison with those other women. Ain't nobody gonna tell me she wasn't. Please, I don't have time. I don't have time. Not one bit. I don't have time. The woman is correct. How are we to sit here? How can we sit here and believe her? saying that Papoose cheated. When any woman right now, if they were screwing Papoose, you'll hear them screaming from the heavens. I was sleeping with him. I was screwing him while you was in prison. Who's gonna hold that? Why are you holding that? Somebody, you cheating with Papoose. Why would you? First of all, the first thing the woman would say when Papoose talked about black love, she would have came out was like, nah, I was screwing you. What you talking about black love? Cause y'all love to beat a ninja down. So y'all be like, yeah, you talking about black love? What black love? You was screwing me the other night. Yes. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This man ain't done nothing to her. She just straight up did this nonsense to him and he was loyal. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? He was loyal. He was loyal. But y'all sitting here and y'all believe in this foolery because the fake sisterhood. The fake sisterhood. Synagogue and Gambia. Wow, I never heard nobody say that to me before. No, you know what people usually say? They say, my face look like I'm from Ghana. Yeah. People usually say my face look like I'm from Ghana. But thank you. I appreciate you. So this is the uncomfortable truth. Somebody lying somewhere about Papoose and Remy. And I'm looking at Remy. I'm looking at Remy, damn it. Nobody will make me look any other way. I'm looking at Remy ass. That's where I'm looking. She's the one who did the wrong. And she trying to make everybody believe that she's the innocent one. Anyway, let's get on to the next ghetto fatigue of the day. Hey, straight up no chaser, how are you? Now, let's get to the next nonsense. This one right here is this is 50 Cent talking about Megan Stallion and Tory Lanez, okay? So let's get into it, all right? Let's get into it. Here we go.
So were you intimate with Tory Lanez? And she said, what? And then it's like, no. I was like, she's lying. She said, were you intimate with Tory Lanez? And she said, what? And then it's like, no. I was like, she's lying.
And I'm going to share something with you. 50 right. When a woman get in there and be like, they shocked at first. Y'all remember she did that video? Y'all remember she did that video with Gayle King? Y'all remember her whole face when Gayle asked her, were you in a relationship, have you had sex with Tory Lanez? Do you remember, right? Her whole face. She was like, no, if you didn't have, it didn't take all that. You could have just said, nope, I ain't mess with him. I ain't never messed with him. When this first situation, when we first heard about this foolery, and then they said Tory was sleeping with both of these women, right? Okay. When I heard this, I was like, you know what? The friend did it. Everybody was like, nah, take heed. You don't know. The information is not all there. I was like, no, this is a woman scorn. This is a woman scorn. Only women do this type of nonsense, okay? I like, no, this is a woman scorn. What a man look like telling somebody dance, bitch, dance, as they shooting pow pow, okay? What a man, what does that sound like, okay? When I heard this, I was like, nah, this is not, no, this sounds stupid, okay? This sounds stupid. And Gayle should have pushed back, but she didn't. Okay, she should have pushed back, but she did. She let her continue with the damn interview. She should have said, are you serious? Are you serious? Because I would have broke that down. I would have said, this sound like your best friend didn't know you were screwing a man she was screwing, and she pew-pewed you. That's what it sound like. Now, with the new evidence coming out, right? Okay? The new evidence coming out. Sister girl stepped on some glass. She stepped on some glass. Okay? She said she had to get surgery on her feet. Okay? And the surgery, it just looked like tweezers. And that's not how you remove a you know, a pew pew pew, a bullet. That's not how you remove a bullet from the feet. So when you see the pictures of her with a tweezer, they taking it out with a tweezer, that she just stepped in some glass. How do we not understand a bullet from glass? Now, what it just tells me is that y'all wanted to just believe all women. Okay, that's what it tells me. The prosecutor, believe all women, even when they lying. Y'all didn't have enough evidence to seal this young man's fate. So he said, let him take the rap, because he was like, I'll probably get free from it because they don't have enough evidence. But if I was him, I would have sung like a mother so-and-so canary. I would have told on that ass, okay? I would have told on Harris' ass. I would have told on her ass, okay? But then when you always get these, y'all Negroes, I got to say y'all Negroes. You always talk about street code, right? Okay? Street code. This is what you believe. I'm going to share something with you. When you could be raised in the projects, you could be raised, had hard times and this and that. But once you get out of the projects, right, you ain't got to worry about eating in the morning. You ain't got to worry about the light bill being paid or the water and shit. Like, if you wanted to go get an iced latte, okay, in the morning, every morning, you can go get an iced latte, okay? When your life start being like that means you a law-abiding citizen, baby. When your life start being like that, you just get in your car, go drive, and get you a latte, and then come in the house, you a law-abiding citizen. If you live in a good neighborhood, yes, let's talk about it. You live in a good neighborhood, you walk out. You say good morning to everybody. They picking up the newspaper. You picking up your newspaper. And you're waving and shit. You're a law-abiding citizen. Mm-hmm. If you get to go outside and you got a couple cars in the driveway and shit and it look nice, you know what I'm saying? Even though you still trying to dress hood, but you live in a good neighborhood and you walk out to your cars and shit and you see all these cars out there, you are a law-abiding citizen. That means you no longer are held by hood standards. You a law-abiding citizen. I'm calling a popo. I see you. You understand? I see you. I don't care if you told me, oh, you grew up in the hood, you was in 3 projects, this and that. I give 2 shits. If Tay see you doing nonsense, I'm going to call Popo. Because I'm going to get me a latte real quick. I will call a Popo. Okay? I'm telling you right now. But you didn't tell. You stood up there trying to think that you were saving somebody, Harris. And then her and Megan teamed up and got your ass in jail. Okay? And the prosecutors were too dumb. Yeah, I said it. They were too dumb. And I don't usually call prosecutors foolish because I love the law. I don't call them foolish. But this particular prosecutor, you were foolish. You didn't have enough evidence to take this boy down. But the thing is, believe all women. Because people were behind you telling you, yeah, let's take him down because he shouldn't have done that, okay? Mind you, nobody thought about how she took these pictures of the doctors, okay? If it's surgery, right? Let's talk about it if it's surgery. Most of the time when it's surgery, they put a sheet so you can't see what's going on, or they knock your ass out. So either or, how did she take a clear picture or video of them taking some shit out her feet? You should have been knocked the hell out. Okay, they should have gave you something strong, knock you the hell out. Or either they numbed your knees, they numbed your legs or whatever, and they put that sheet up. They put the sheet up high as hell because they don't want you to see what's going on so you don't go into shock. Okay? Yeah. But, we believe all women. Believe all women. Okay? Listen, Listen, once you start going to get a latte in the morning, once you start going to get a latte in the morning, and you got a couple cars in the driveway, you are no longer hood. You are no longer hood. Yes, I said it. You live in a big house and shit. You waving to your neighbors and stuff. Like, even if you live in a medium house, but you waving to your neighbors and shit. You say, good morning, George. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Lisa. How all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Tasha. You saying hello to your neighbors and everything like that. Once you can do that, that means you're no longer hood. I said it. I said it. Yeah, I ain't playing. I ain't playing. This is when you supposed to tell. And Terry, I'm sorry, I'm saying Terry. Tori, baby, you ain't hood. You ain't hood, baby. I know y'all want to portray this thing, but you ain't hood. I'd have told on her ass. Yeah, it was her. That pew pew Megan. And that's why Tori was running. I had to talk about you ain't get shot. You ain't get shot. She did. She stepped on some glass. But because y'all ready to crucify black men, melanated men, it fits the narrative. So let's run with it. Even though she lied in a courthouse. Do you know how bad it is to lie to a judge? Some of y'all don't understand that, but do you know how bad it is to lie to the judge? Do you know? I worked in the court system when I was young. Okay? And this is when I was in school, when I was in Elizabeth High School. My part-time job was working at the Elizabeth Courthouse. And I was like a junior clerk. Do you know how bad it is to lie to the judge? See, some of y'all think that should be funny. Oh no, I can tell him. Do you know how bad it is to lie to the judge? She sat up there and told everybody this boy had pew-pewed her. And he said, B dance B. Okay? This is what she said. I hope they throw the book at you. I hope they throw the book at your ass. Yes. Yes. I hope they throw the book at your ass. Yes, I hope they do. Now, I'm not mean. Take heed is not mean. I'm not mean. I'm not mean. Okay? I'm not a mean person. But I hope they throw the book at your ass. Yes. Because when I said this to y'all back then, I was like, nah, ain't no way. This is a woman type shit going on here. When that thing happened, I was like, nah, this is woman shit. You gonna go and pew pew somebody and they both was screwing the same man. I was like, no, this is some woman shit. When I said it, y'all was like, no, take heed. No, take heed. Hey, Wallace, how are you? What's going on, baby? Okay. What's going on? How you doing? Yeah. When I said that, okay. Sel, I see you. How you doing? When I said that, y'all was like, nah, that ain't true. Growing up, how are you, honey? Kelly, I see you. When I said it, you was like, nah, take heed. Yeah. Yeah, now all that shit coming out now. Okay. Just like the same thing I said about the brick-faced lady. Same thing I said about the brick-faced lady. Okay. I said the same thing. Y'all was like, nah, take heed. All right now. Now, here's, ghetto-ness of the week, ghetto fatigue, current events, okay? Here's the next foolery of the day, okay? Here we go.
You're in a relationship with someone, and now y'all plan to have a baby and everything, but then you get a random phone call from the state telling you that you need to go get tested for HIV because you may have had contact with someone who has the virus. Come to find out it's your man, and he done had it for 10 years and never told you. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone.
Now, I want to share something with y'all. That's nasty, right? That's nasty. Do you know that's nasty, right? That's nasty. Y'all wasn't ready. That was nasty, right? I know. I wanted to see y'all reactions, okay? Do you know this is real? This really happened, okay? Now, she might be doing a skit, but this really happens. Be in a relationship, man or woman, or y'all, saming it up, how y'all do. This generation, y'all same it up, okay? Y'all all be screwing each other. Nobody have the mind to say, let's put on a condom. Nobody. Nobody has the mind. You know what I'm saying? Now, Take Heed understands that, fucking raw feels good. I understand that, okay? You couldn't get me to do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been married a long time. You couldn't get me to do nothing like that. But when you not married, okay, you don't know who this person is, okay? You not married, you don't know who this person is. You don't know what this person's saying to you, okay? You don't know who they sleeping with. And you go all willy-nilly, raw, and say, come get it. Okay? And come get it. Now, in this same scenario that this woman is talking about, they landed this on, okay? They landed this on the passport bros, okay? They say, yeah, the passport bros go abroad and they do nonsense and then come back here, okay? And they give it to the women here. Now, I'm going to share something with you. This is going to be nasty. Don't be offended. My brothers, okay, lean back a little bit. Okay, lean back a little bit. But I want to ask y'all this question. If a woman doesn't suggest that you put on a condom, do you put on a condom? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If a woman doesn't suggest that you put on a condom, do you put on a condom? Now, for all the people who just lied in the chat, that you just lied in your mind, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that you lied in your mind. Because a lot of y'all be getting in here talking about, oh no, she don't look like she got nothing. Okay? A lot of y'all. Some of y'all sisters get in here too. He don't look like he got nothing. So you go raw. And I understand. Like I told y'all, fucking without a condom feels good. So I'm not here to judge you. A little bit I'm here. A little bit I'm here to judge you. Okay? A lot. Okay? There's so many things out here that you can catch. It's not even funny. Okay? This woman says she been with this man such and such an amount of years, and now she has HIV. You understand? Now she has HIV. And this is why, if you want to go raw with somebody, we need to go to the doctor together. We need to go to the doctor. There's no more results. We need to go to the same doctor. You want to screw me? We in a long-term relationship. We ready to stop using protection, okay? We ready to stop. We talking about it. We like, okay, we ready to stop using protection. Let's go to the doctor. Why is Take Heed saying this? Why is Take Heed telling you this? Because you should love yourself first before you love anybody else. My brothers, you should love yourself before you love anybody else. My sisters, you should love yourself before you love anybody else. Because whatever you get, baby, it's you that got to deal with the problem. Whatever you get diagnosed with, it's you that got to deal with the problem. Now we're going to go over to the next one, okay? Remember, y'all, this is current events of Black fatigue, A.K.A Ghetto fatigue today. So we just going to be running through, okay? Let's get on to the next foolery of the day. Hand claps, everybody. Hand claps, everybody. The next foolery in the black community today. Okay, here's another one.
I do believe that any nigga that's overly horny as fuck is gay. Because what the fuck you so horny for, nigga? Like, what else could you want? Like, what else do you need?
Did I hear
You
that?
need somebody to be you over and put that. Oh, okay.
Did I hear that well?
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
And I do believe that any nigga that's overly horny as fuck is gay. Because
Sometimes I just want to fall down and be swallowed by the earth. Sometimes, God forbid. But sometimes when I hear like stuff come to social media, I'm like, is this real? Sometimes I'll be like, is this real? Okay. So a man that is overly horny, that means he's gay? Okay. So a man that is overly horny, that means he gay now. Okay. So I'm just luxury pics. How are you, baby? I'm wondering. Okay. I'm wondering. Okay. I'm wondering. Okay. Man come up to you, your husband come up to you, say, baby, I need some pussy. Okay, he say that. I need some pussy. So he gay now. He tell you I need some pussy. You know what I'm saying? I always like when my king whisper in my ear, like, baby, come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me. So that's what, that's so now that this is what it is. This is what it is. Okay, so now y'all ask for too much pussy. You gay now. You gay now. You hear me? That's what it is. This is the stuff that irks my nerve. Like, where do y'all get this from? Everything men do is suspect. Wait a minute, okay? It's suspect. You asking for too much pussy. That's suspect. A married man, let's say a married man. Married man or a man that's dating, he's asking for pussy. That means that he gay. You know what that means? If your man gotta ask you for pussy, let's talk about it real quick. Okay? I know it's Saturday. Let's talk about it real quick. Okay? If your man gotta ask you for pussy, that means he like your pussy. That's what it means. That means he like your pussy. If he got to ask you for pussy, that means he like it. That's what it means. Now, he shouldn't have to ask you, though. He shouldn't. You should be already like, getting on that, getting that thing together. But if he asks you, baby, I need some pussy. You know what I'm saying? He like your pussy. That doesn't mean he's gay. Sometimes y'all just think of something. 18 say you're not giving it to him enough. So if he asking you that's what it means. He gay now. So my brothers, y'all can't even ask for pussy. Like if it's been too long, don't do the tap. Don't do the tap in the morning. If it's been too long, don't do the tap. That means you gay. Okay, if you ask, that means you gay. This is why black men don't even want to talk to women no more. This is why they just walk past like they don't even see you until you say something to them. Y'all be like, oh, black men don't say nothing to women no more. They just stay quiet. Yes. Yes, because of shit like this right here. So if I'm asking you for some JJ, that means I'm gay. Black men, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. Y'all have been dealt a bad hand. Okay, y'all have been dealt a bad hand. You know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all have been dealt a bad hand when it comes to y'all women. I'm sorry. Only some of us are amazing, but the rest is something crazy. Okay, and I apologize for that. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, because most of the ones who got common sense, they married. Okay, they married and everything. Those the ones that got common sense, or the ones who their special, you know, their king has passed on to glory, and they just wait. They just sitting down. Okay, they just sitting down and just looking because it's too bad out here. It's too bad out here. Anything men do is gay. It's suspect. You can't even drink anything without somebody saying it's suspect. Okay? A Long Island iced tea is suspect. All right, so here's the next one. Okay? Okay? Here's the next one. Here we go. Lord.
I promise y'all, $29 an hour is not enough in this economy. It's not enough. Not at all.
What she said,
My bills are through the roof.
$29 an hour.
It's not enough. I need more, because this is ridiculous.
No matter how much more you get, you just gonna find a way to spend it. People always throw me for a loop when they say they need more. Your bills through the roof. You're living beyond your means, sweetheart. Your bills through the roof because you're living beyond your means. You're spending money on things you cannot afford. This the fact. God gonna bless you with more and your bills is gonna get more and more higher. Cause this is how people like this talk. This is how they assess money. I want all the money and I'm gonna spend all the money. I know that's you, you're gonna spend all the money, y'all. Stop living beyond your means. That $30 ain't enough when it, okay. I'm gonna be cool.
He said, I'm gonna be cool.
I'm gonna be cool because I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm gonna let you be cool because you.
No. She said $29 an hour is not enough. Okay, in this economy. You know what the problem is that we are designed to have a house manager. We are designed to have a life manager. Black women, I know this sound nasty to you and you're aggravated with take heed, and I understand, it's okay. But we are designed to have a life manager, okay? To pull you back when you go above and beyond your means. When a lot of y'all get in here and you say that I'm broke, I don't have anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm working, I'm making all this money, but there's no money I got in my pocket right now. I don't have anything saved. You know what I'm saying? I understand. The problem is if you live within your means, you won't have to worry about how much money you actually making. You understand? If you can work within your means, you'll be fine. But this is something that was passed down to us from generation to generation. Because even when Black men were in the homes, okay, and the Black women were told, well, if you get the man out the home, you'll get this and you'll get that. You'll be able to have all these things with your children, right? Long as the Black man is not there. You gave up your life manager to get money that disappeared on the fourth day. You gave up your life manager for money that disappeared on the fourth day. Because back in the day, you used to get welfare on the 1st, and then they would split your food stamps the 1st and the 15th. Okay? So now, since you get rid of the life manager, the money that you're bringing in or the money that the government was giving you, it never lasts. Because the man is going to tell you we have to live within our means. My king is quick to tell me nope, 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 nope. Yes, you can get that one. Nope, 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 nope. Because you don't know how to live within your means. I'm not sitting up here saying that I live perfect. I'm not saying that. I'm average Joe like everybody else. Okay? All right? Every line you stand on, I have standed on too. Okay? Take heed will never get up here and tell you I'm a rich content creator. Who said that? Who said that? Let me go smack them. Who said that? Take heed to the message does not support violence. Okay? But the uncomfortable truth is that $29 an hour is not enough for you, baby. But everyone else, they will believe that that's a blessing. You talking about $29 an hour is not enough. What are you actually making though? You got that 27-inch wig. Most of those 27-inch lace wigs cost about $2 something. Your nails cost about 75, 80. It depends on you getting, on you getting a style on your hand. Okay? Got to get that feet done. That feet done is about 45 and some change or more. It depends if you're getting a style. Then you got to get that heat on your legs with the stones and everything to comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's another 20 something. Okay? Got to get the eyebrows done. Eyebrows is about maybe 10. It depends on how you want it. Then you get these lashes. They're about 30 something, maybe $50 if they sew them in. Right there. That money alone is about $500 right there. That money alone is about $500 right there. Okay? That's about $500 right there. That's where the money going. Every 2 weeks, you doing that transaction right there. I didn't say don't do your hair. I didn't say don't do your hair. Take heed right now under this wrap right here. My hair is laid to the side, baby, and I got this gray streak in the middle. I look like remember that one? What was her name? Corella DeVille. Like, that streak in my hair. My king always crack on me. You got that streak. Your gray hair just knew you was a bad girl. You got that streak in the middle. Yes, I do. I'm not hating. I'm glad I got gray hair. Okay? Okay? You missed it, James. You wanted to see it. You missed it. I had it already a couple weeks ago. Just go check out the lives. You will see it. Now, the uncomfortable truth is that I didn't say not do your hair. I didn't say not do your nails. I didn't say don't do a pedicure. But you can do those things yourself. You know that, right? You can save money and do it yourself. Okay? Now, if you want to do a special occasion, that's different. Okay? That's different. You want to go do something special. Because that's the only time Take Heed go do stuff like that. If it's something special, then I go get them professionally done. But I'm not going to go get no talons on me. I can't do them talons. Them talons, no. Because I like to grab my husband. I like to bite him. I don't want to hurt him. Those tablets, I don't want to scratch on them. You understand? Not saying I'm going to physically hurt him, but I don't want no scratches on his back. Because when we go to war, it's not pretty. I don't want to break my nails or none of that stuff. Okay? When me and my king get up in that room, it's something else. It's not an easy battle, okay? And I can't break my nails. I can see right now, okay? Now, the uncomfortable truth is that all these things can be done yourself. You can do these things yourself. You can go get you one of those machines where you put your feet in there, they massage your feet, and this thing costs you about $100 and something one time. Go do your feet. I didn't say not scrub your feet because you don't want to be laying next to your husband or your man or whatever. We're going to say husband because I got a husband. Laying next to your husband and your feet all hard and crusty. You know what I'm saying? Like when he puts you in that position where your feet is going east and west and he got to touch the top of your feet. You don't want that to be crusty. You want that to be nice and soft. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all. Don't get mad with me. Okay? Jared, stop laughing at me. So now this is the uncomfortable truth, okay? Don't forget the scary lashes. King said, don't forget the scary lashes. I know I said it already, honey. I had already said the scary lashes. Now, all these things you can do. You know what I'm saying? Especially melanated sister. Let me share something with y'all. Vaseline, okay? And shea butter is your friend. Okay? Vaseline and shea butter is your friend. Ain't nothing like melanated skin shining. Baby, it's something beautiful. Okay? It's something beautiful. But anyway, I know y'all not gonna listen. Cause you know, boss girl era, right? $29 an hour. Talking about it's not enough. Baby, you know how many people will be thankful for $29 an hour? Anyway, let's continue. The next one, okay? Now, this brother says something about the balloon popping show, okay? And I'm going to share something with you. I agree with him. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Balloon Pop show was designed to make black people look bad on TV. Go and watch the show, homie. It's primarily black men and black women just shitting on each other. I don't watch the shit, but when I do see the little clips of it, homie, that go viral, it's black men and black women dogging each other out. Black man telling the black woman why she ain't good enough. The black woman telling the black man why he ain't good enough. Why in the hell do y'all hype that shit up, homie? Black love is still a thing, dog. Being in love is still a thing. Y'all hype up the nastiest, most rotten, low vibrational shit ever and give it views and attention. People profit off of the degradation of black people, and black people support this shit. For the life of me, homie, I cannot understand it. That balloon pop show was designed to make black people look bad on TV.
Now, this brother right here, he right. He right. I'm going to share something with you. I don't know if y'all follow this brother, okay? Shout out to, let me make sure I get his name because I want to make sure I get his name correct, okay? There's a brother that I follow on, I follow him on, let me see, on YouTube, okay? And his show is called, let me just make sure I got it right. His show is called Grown Men Talking, okay? Grown Men Talking, okay? So I want y'all to go check him out. Grown Men Talking on YouTube. I want y'all to go check him out. Why is Take Heed telling y'all to go check this brother out? This brother got a dating show. Okay? He's doing a dating show. He doing it big over there. I share his content sometimes. Okay? He doing it big over there, and I'm loving it, right? Okay? When these people have conversations on his channel, right, about, you know, dating shows and stuff, like the dating show that he has, they are genuine with each other. Like they're really looking for love. You understand? Like it ain't no nonsense. Like they're really looking for love. And when I see the dating, the balloon popping show, I immediately say, y'all looking to hate each other. Like y'all didn't come there for love. Like you're looking to abuse one another. Okay? I don't do that, Jared. I don't do that, Jared. But I'm gonna share something with you. I talk to you. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't do services like that. But baby, I talk to you. Yeah, I talk. You need me to talk to anybody, I talk to you. Okay? I don't mind giving advice. Okay? So now this is the uncomfortable truth. Okay? The balloon popping show shows y'all just go on there to hurt each other. You hear me? Y'all just go on those shows to hurt each other. Okay? It's not that, oh no, we going on the show to find love. Y'all go on there to hurt one another. What could you say worse to a man? When y'all get in there, y'all tell a man that he ugly, oh, his clothes he got on, his beard and all that stuff. Mind you, check this out. All the stuff that we just named right now is nothing. You can go and fix all that with a new shave, okay? Some different clothes, but this is what you said. There was a brother who said that he is, I think he was saying he like action figures, okay? Anybody who grew up in a certain era, Thundercats was the thing, okay? You grew up in a certain era, okay? All these, you know what I'm saying? The Marvel, all this was you, okay? And so now a woman got up there on a Balloon Poppin' show and she's like, oh no, that's for kids, right? Okay? First of all, some of us still like Marvel, okay? Some of us do. No matter how old you are, you're going to always love Marvel, okay? I'm just saying, okay? You're going to always love the shit that you grew up with, okay? Now, she was in there clowning this brother, talking about the way he dressed and this and that and all this other stuff. So now they get to another one. Yes, Wolverine. All right now. Okay. Not yes, Thundercats. Yes, Renee. Thundercats now. Okay. So now they get to a thick sister. All the other sisters was dissing them. Okay. They get to a thick sister, right? And he asks her, well, do you think that's childish? She says, okay. She says, no, because I love it too. He said, what? She said, yeah, I love it too. She said, I go to the convention every year. He said, what? He said, that's the one I want. That's the one I want. So now they got up to the front. Okay. They got up to the front. Now somebody said, respect English. Now, baby, I got a little hood in it. So, you know, if it bothers you, baby, scroll up. You hear me? Scroll up, baby. Okay. So now this is what happened. They get in here. Okay. Let's talk about it. They get up to the front. Okay. And they ask him, what do you think? Okay. What kind of first date would you have with her? Okay. He went in and said he would go to the park, put a beautiful quilt down on the floor, you know, on the grass. They would have champagne, you know what I'm saying, with cherries and chocolate and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he said we'll have like little appetizers and stuff like that, and just lay down and relax in the beautiful, like, you know, the beautiful, like, I guess he said not sun, but he was saying like just the skylight would be amazing, right? All the other women was like, you know, turning a face. The girl that was next to him in the front, she was excited. Now I'm gonna share something with you. I thought that shit was nice. Even take heed. I was like, that's what I'm talking. The first date. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I go with you to the park. I sit up there with you in the park and sit on the grass and everything. And I'm gonna drink some champagne with cherries and shit, you know, with strawberries and shit. I'll do that with some chocolate and little appetizers and shit. Okay? Don't get me too drunk. I don't want no situation. But I'm just, you know, I thought that was nice. I like, listen, I've done this with my husband before. So I was like, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? This is nice. I like that. But the other women were like, you know, and I said, that's good. Let them stay right there because they was not meant for this brother. You only get once in a blue that the balloon popping show ends in a beautiful ending. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of it is ghetto ratchet. The rest of it is ghetto ratchet. And people really believe that all black people act like this. Okay? That, oh no, I gotta. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. Oh, you know what? I'm getting that lag again. You know what we gonna do? We gonna go out and I'll be right back, okay? Because I'm getting a lag one more time, okay? So we gonna start it again. We gonna start it again. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna come back up because I don't know. It's doing some nonsense. I'm gonna come back up. I'll see y'all in a few minutes.